was 3 when I got started in ballet. I don't think there was a definitive point when I realized I wanted to be a professional dancer, but I just kept going with it, and by the time I was 11 or 12, I knew I wanted to be one.
My mom took me to see Swan Lake at the Met in New York City, and after I saw that, I fell in love with ballet, and I knew I wanted to do it professionally.
It was the one thing forever that I stuck with. I did a lot of other things, but I wouldn't stick with them.
I did cheerleading, karate, and soccer, and then I thought to myself, I liked ballet, so I went back to ballet when I was 9, and I've been doing it ever since, and I love it.
I decided to choose ballet as a career option when I was about 11, and so now I'm here in Cary pursuing it.
A typical day of training for me consists of waking up, doing schoolwork in the morning, and then around 10 I stop, get ready, and come to Cary Ballet for class.
We start with technique and point, sometimes pas, and then we have rehearsals for 2 hours.
Then we have a little break, and then we come back for afternoon class, and then you go to bed and do it all again.
Our days range from 5 hours to 8 hours a day.
So usually by the end of the week, it's 40 hours a week. It's exhausting.
Ballet is full of challenges, and everybody wants to strive to be perfect because that's the goal in ballet.
Those challenges could be artistic challenges, discovering a character and figuring out how to express what that character's feeling. Or I could face technical challenges, need to figure out how to make my turns more sharp or jumps more turned out, and so many things.
We work for hours and hours and hours every day in the studio, working on the tiniest little details, like the position of our foot, the tilt of our head. But when we get on stage, the audience can't see any of that. They just have to see the ease.
I think a big challenge is the mental challenge of comparing yourself to other people and then comparing yourself to what you think you should be. You think you should be farther than you are, you think you should be working harder, and then you think, oh, I shouldn't be pushing so hard, and then you're killing your body over and over every day, and you're like, why am I doing this?
You wake up every day and something is always hurting you, and you just really have to remember to take care of yourself so you can't injure yourself in the future and you'll have a long career.
You kind of have to know when it's actually an injury and when it's really just something you can push through. But sometimes it's risky because people can push too hard and make it into something much worse than it is.
Training in ballet has taught me, self-control, discipline. I've learned to be more artistic, even in school with writing, you think of things, you learn to be artistic.
It makes you work with intrinsic motivation versus extrinsic, which is when someone else pushes you to get better. And I think it's really important that you know how to push yourself to make yourself better rather than someone always having to tell you to do that. And I apply that to my schoolwork and I apply that to everyday life.
On stage, I can't make faces when things didn't go right. I can't just give up and walk off. I have to, put on a face, give a show and make it look like things are going right even when they aren't. So in real life, I realize I just have to keep going until I get through it. I can't give up.
Ballet is something bigger. It's being a part of something bigger.
It's just something that always lifts me up. If I'm really sad, I can just drop it out the door and go into the studio and I can completely forget about it. And then I have so many friends and we're all a big family.
I've always been a hard worker, but I think ballet, it's a different mindset, a different kind of focus that you really have to do because it's so specific and so complex.
It's on the line between athleticism and art. So you have to have all the power, you have to have all the strength of a soccer player, a basketball player, but you also have a responsibility to show the audience, give the audience art. So you have to be a painter or a sculptor.
At Cary Ballet Conservatory, we are prepared to train and guide you throughout your journey and help you fulfill your dreams. Discover the very best training opportunities with Cary Ballet's renowned professional faculty and our state-of-the-art facilities designed specifically for dance. From CBC's outstanding after-school programs for dancers of all ages and ability levels, to the all-day professional training program which prepares elite dancers for a professional career through rigorous hands-on training and individualized coaching, both programs offer wonderful artistic performing opportunities. Join us.